What is going on, everybody? We're back on at Hunter x Hunter episode 5. We left off last episode with we're at the second stage of phase 1 of the Hunter exam. They ended up running 50 kilometers, which I have no idea. Hold on. Hey Siri, how far is 50 kilometers in miles?
50 kilometers is 31.07 miles.
Okay, so they ran 30 miles. Um, and some of it was upstairs and elevated, so just that stress of going uphill probably add an extra like 10 to 15 miles. So realistically, they ran close to 50 miles, and that's only part A of phase 1. This part B, like some of the other wannabe hunters commented about, they're running through like wet marsh land, so running through like water and dampness, they're gonna have to run harder, pick up their legs harder, so it's gonna be just as hard as like going uphill. Um, Running just on like wet. I imagine it's close to like running on like wet sand or just like letting your feet just like sink in and having to like pick them on you. So this whole thing has been endurance test wise. Um, I forget the instructor's name, but he was commenting on how beast and everything are going to appear and try to deceive you. I don't know if they're actually going to attack or not, if they're more just kind of there to play mind games. But I feel like if they're going to attack, we're going to see people's skill set more than people that we've already seen. Um, some of them already got faked out at the end of last episode. I like kind of what we got there with Hisoka, and um, he like the instructor just told you they're going to try to deceive you, and then you fall for it, which blew my mind. Um, Surprisingly, we only lost like 40 um, participants through that like 40-mile, 50-mile run. I thought we are going to slice it down to half, but it looks like a lot of them are going to make it. So this is very endurance based. The first part was. I'm interested to see if this is going to be endurance slash like fighting based. The instructor said you better stay on him. If you lose him, you're pretty much never going to get out of there. I wonder if they go back for the hunters that they like that fell off and couldn't make, or do they just leave them in the marsh forever to die? I have no idea. Um, let's go ahead and press play though. We are pressing play on the episode right now. Oh, still loading, still loading. There it goes. All right. So what are we? We're 5. Episode is titled Hisoka is so sneaky. So I don't know if we're gonna get like an episode focused on him or from his point of view. If it's just gonna be like him kind of doing actions to sabotage people, but we don't get like a point of view from his mindset. Be interesting to see. I just noticed now that guy standing there in the opening there on the right, that is the instructor who runs weird. He like glides, and which is pretty wild. Wonder how many openings there are. Figure what they change up with like every arc maybe. Let's see. There's 148 episodes, so we'll call it 150. I can see 3 to 4 openings in that time frame. I was kind of disappointed to hear. Well, first of all, Leorio is saying he's a teenager just like them. I don't know if I believe that. Um, Number two, um, Kurapiko, he was saying like his eyes, like his clan or his family lineage, their eyes turn red or that crimson color when they like feel emotion or like express things. I was kind of upset that they don't grant them like any like ability. Um, I guess it could have been kind of, I don't know which anime and manga came first. I don't know if Hunter x Hunter came first before Naruto, but I could kind of see it if Hunter x Hunter came after. It kind of be like, well, you're going with the whole red eyes grant you abilities. It's only granted to a certain family member. It sounds very like Uchiha based, so I could see maybe if you didn't want to go that route. Um, but let's see. He's like, attack me again. I'll put you down and expel you. Here we go. Hisoka is sneaky. There's like that was we made it through the long tunnel, underground tunnel. I would stay on that examiner's hip. I'm not gonna lose him. I'm staying right on him. I feel like people are definitely gonna lose him for sure. So this can make for some good stuff here, seeing the people try to fight their way out of the fog and try to navigate their way without him. They get lost. Yeah, the skateboard's not really going to help you on this ground. My man's still running in that business suit and those shoes. His feet would be shot. These drums are still going. So you can start picking people off. They want to get rid of just him? Why? They got history together? Look how thin his midsection is. You know, give that man his suitcase. He could carry that by now. Why do they want to take him out? They think he's a threat? What the fluff was that? Looks like people's heads just fell off and they turned into strawberries. Oh shit. Okay, well, they're fluffed. Are these people actually getting eaten to death right here, or great? This is about to start putting people to sleep, huh? It's interesting to see like claymore mushrooms. Man, their bodies are just dropped. Like seeing anime just take the route of like this is a straight endurance test. We're not like battling it out. There's no crazy like jutsus or skills or high flyers or energy beams. They're just straight up running. Just straight up running. Hypnosis butterfly. So we've seen a beast, we've seen poisonous mushrooms, we've seen butterflies put people to sleep. Those are the three brothers. What is it? Amory, Imery, and Umery? Okay, they're actually dead. Those people are actually dead. The bird is pretending to be the instructor. Dang. Okay, so people are actually dying. I was like, oh, they're just getting put to sleep. They're not really getting eaten. No, they're dead. Better use that. Oh, well, we know they get out of there. I thought he was gonna sling that rod up there. Okay, she's move or he's moving. Okay, take out one of those eyes. Are they gonna bust through that frog and make it really graphic, or are they just gonna come right back out the mouth? Where's the fishing rod in the briefcase? Oh, the laxative from the. Where's the suitcase in the fishing line? Oh, he's got it. Is he really gonna go back for them? Oh, oh, they're trying to attack him. Why though? What's the reasoning? They get. They think they get to dictate that. He's gonna start dotting people up with those cards. Sing. I'm thrown off by like the luchador music they play with him though. I'm not sure I dig the soundtrack. Do we just decapitate all of them? Close enough. I was expecting more of like a French, British theme. We're straight like luchador. Oh my god. I mean, they came to him first, so I mean, he was just defending himself pretty much. It's not very bloody so far, what we've seen, but is pretty graphic. Hunter vocabulary. That's the name of the instructor. Cytots. Is anybody even still on the instructor's hip? Like, or has everybody gotten phased out? Maybe that is the main group right there. Gon went back for them, didn't he? He's gonna protect them, and that's gonna make a little tension between him and Hisoka for the future. He's got that sleight of hand down with those cards, though. He didn't even try to attack. Damn, they're coming after the dead bodies that fast? Is that gone? Who is that? That looks a little too big to be gone. Oh my god, he really came back. Here we go. Hisoka's pretty much been the bar set, so let's see what Leorio has to offer. Was that an ability or a trick playing with his mind? He got him with the fishing line. I want to see this. He's gonna fall through him again. Oh my god. Damn. I can't tell if he's really moving that fast or if this is like something mental. I mean, he hit him once before, so clearly he's like materializing at some point. I don't know if we have another like. What is that? I mean, I don't know his skill set. We don't know what is actually going, what is actually like real or illusion. I have no idea. I forgot the other kid's name already, but is he about to come in here too, or that's creepy. What the hell is this? I got a lot of questions that need answering pertaining to that whole sequence right there. So it looks like he's not totally evil. He has some kind of like judgment line or status quo that he'll let pass or slide. Who was it that was on it? Oh, the dude with all the needles in him. Is that him? Bro, you gotta get up and crawl. You gotta make that finish line right there. Did Kurapika come back for Gone or? Mm, I wonder what made Hisoka actually pick up and carry Leorio down to the end. He liked his heart for coming back to fight, so he's figure I don't know. Yeah, he has his own baseline level of what he thinks. We're definitely gonna have a I think we're gonna have a lot of fights between those two. Like I don't know if his is more ability based, and once you see past the smoke and mirrors, he's not that good. Um, or if there is there like another level? Are we on some Obito level thing when you figure out how the technique goes, you might stand a chance? Is that going to be the end of the episode? Like I'm one for the first time in his life, Gon has experienced mortal fear. So he's never had life or death fear before. He still acted though, and a lot of people wouldn't. Wow, okay, we sliced it down to half. All right. So we lost what 38 in that first half, and we lost another 220 right there. And that is the definitely okay. So that's the episode. Definitely was good. I feel like that's the best episode of um, the five that I've seen so far. Um, because now we're starting to like again. I don't know if Hisoka is just like kind of an anti-hunter. Like he'll do the job and he'll do whatever it is that he needs to do, but he's not really like about like following the rules or whatever, or is he actually a straight up like villain to the story? Um, like is he more of like a Vegeta thing where like he'll help, but only if it benefits him, and if he can do it by himself, he'll do it by himself, and if he can cause trouble and mischief, he will. But like at the end of the day, like he's still a hunter type thing. Um, like I'm getting like kind of like Dragon Ball Super Frieza vibes. Like he'll help, but he'll also kill you if he gets the chance. Or is he just straight up villain? Like I have no idea. I guess we're gonna find out more about him. It was interesting to see they had those kind of like walkies on them, um, which I guess wouldn't be. I mean, I guess there wouldn't be anything wrong with having like a walkie-talkie or tracker on, say, Gon and Leorio had one. If they got split up and one was closer to the pack, you could see the navigation and come this way. So maybe that's not too far fetched. It was just a little weird that he's actually has somebody in there that he's, I guess, friends with or acquaintances with or partners with. Um, and again, his abilities, what that whole like smoke and fog and mirror thing was, that just an illusion caused by the marsh that they were in? Is that something that Hisoka was actually doing? What is it? When are we going to find out kind of like what his kind of powers or ability is? And is it one of those things like once you find out what it is, it's easily beatable, or even when you find out what it is, it's still that hard to figure out? Um, it should be interesting to see because Gon did hit him. He said he caught him off surprise. Could have been because it was a surprise. Who knows? Could have been because Hisoka was actually there and not a piece of smoke, and we just weren't able to like see it quick enough on screen. I have no idea. It looks like he's got his own kind of like Hisoka's got his kind of like stain morals, like from My Hero Academia, like where he'll be judgment of who can be a hero and all. So Hisoka will be the judge of like who he thinks gets to become a hunter or not. Um, but again, would we have even seen this side of him if those other hunters didn't turn on him? I don't know if he wanted to just play examiner because it was like a funny little game joke to him, or does he really think that like he can be someone to decide who's a worthy hunter or not? I have no idea. Just a lot of questions around this man. Getting very strong, like Orochimaru vibes. Like, what is he? What does he want? I don't know. Um, and of course, like the characters that we know, it always starts like this in the beginning. The villain or the antagonist or the anti-hero or the rival is always just leaps and bounds ahead of the main character and his friends and the supporting cast. I mean, remember how strong Orochimaru used to be in the beginning of the story, and um everything, and how everybody just kind of like ended up catching up. Like remember how strong Frieza was, and you look back on it and you're like, wow, everybody else is on god level now. Remember how we used to be scared of Orochimaru in the beginning, and like they kind of get like their powers kind of stay the same or barely go up, and everyone else becomes like these god status characters. um so yeah, it's just kind of interesting to see we're bringing in power levels and motives and abilities, and it'll be interesting to see. This should go up Saturday morning, or we might do a Friday doubleheader. We'll see, something like that. I already have a video. I'm doing this Friday at 1 a.m. There's a video scheduled for 10 a.m. um I think we'll schedule this for Saturday. If you guys don't see me again, um say a prayer for me and my Patriots this weekend. If the Patriots win, expect another Hunter x Hunter video Monday. If the Patriots lose, I'm gonna need some time to recover. And then I'll have to get to the Boruto, and then we'll get this going. So it might be like later in the week, but we'll go from there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, guys, and as always,